Alright, so if you've ever been on the phone with a prospect and you're not sure what to say or how to close them or how to deliver for them for your services because you are a freelancer, you want to get hired and you're ready to roll but you just don't know what to do, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this video. I'm going to show you how to talk to prospects on the phone, how to keep your cool, how to relax, what to say to them, how to actually do what they would like to do in terms of the long-term delivery for the program, and make sure that your program and your solution is fitted perfectly to their problems and pain points so that you'll never struggle on the phone or stutter not knowing what to do again. Check it out in this video. So how many times do you think you've been on the phone nowadays with a prospect who may or may not be interested, where you're not really sure if you qualified them, or you don't know what to charge, or you don't know what to say, or maybe you're just too nervous because you're kind of stuttering all over your words and you want to sell them, you want to deliver the value in the service, but you're not really sure how to ask them the questions that actually will convert them and get them to the stage, or maybe they just give you all these different objections or whatever. Or worst case scenario, you're even not having this experience at all because you don't even get on the phone with prospects because you haven't watched these videos. So that would be the main fix to that, obviously, is the number one videos in the card, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all the breakout videos, and the number one video of 5 steps of the formula of how to actually get hired as a freelancer. So that could be your number one problem. If you don't actually have any prospects on the phone to talk to, then maybe check those videos out first and you'll actually know how to get them step by step. I give you all the breakdowns and basically showing you my lists and basically how to target people and prospect and send out emails and make sure that you get them on the phone and know your numbers and all the important stuff that comes with that. So with this step 5, I'm going to show you how to talk to prospects on the phone and close them so you get your desired rates and you get paid what you deserve. But before we get into this content, make sure you smash and obliterate and break your iPhone screen, smashing the iPhone button or the like button or the thumbs up button, and make sure that it's super blue. And then of course smash the subscribe button, or you could gently tap it. Really, it's up to you. I don't really mind, but either way, do one of those. And then make sure that you're subscribed because you get the notification bell click too, where you'll know first off when I drop new videos on this series, because this series is over with this 5 videos and the 5 step right here and all these videos in the card. But I got so many more playlists coming at you. I got so much more content in the future to throw at you as well. So subscribe for the future content so you can be notified first. Ring the bell, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So I know it can be really frustrating when you're talking to the prospect on the phone, you don't know what to say, or you're just so nervous that you don't really have anything else to say and everything chokes up, And I've been there, and I definitely have lost a lot of sales to this because it really does mess up your flow. And when you're talking to prospects who have money and who are interested and they are qualified and they would like to hire you, and you don't know how to lead them down the path, and Jordan Belfort would call this the straight line, but you don't know how to keep them on the straight line and make sure that the only thing you're heading to is the actual close, then you are really like a fish out of water because you don't know what to do with the next steps. You are supposed to be the leader, but you can't do that. And when you get nervous and you don't know what to say and all that, it really gums up the works. The number one step that I'd like to cover today is that you need to be the leader. So you know that you are the person in charge of the phone call and that you are the one who is showing them the path and the process that you need to lead them down. So what does that really mean? Essentially, it means that you're the one in charge, but you're not the one domineering and taking their ears and leading them on this path. Like, you are the one who's kind of coaxing and pulling and navigating and whatnot and showing them down a smooth path to the sale and to the actual delivery that they're looking for. Because remember, you're on the phone for one reason. It's to close on your services. And the reason that you are looking to do that is because you get money, they get value. That's the change of capitalism. That's the exchange. You give them what they're looking for and they give you what you're looking for in the terms of cash and value and receivables. That's what you're focused on, and you're actually the one that's showing them the whole path down the way, but keeping them on the straight line, making sure that you're focused on what to do. And you can only do this when you're calm, cool, collected. And if you're not, then they're gonna sense it, because you've got to remember that sales is a transference of a feeling. So if you have a feeling, you feel upbeat, excited, happy, positive, looking forward to the future, you are transferring that to them. And if you're like unsure or like, I'm not sure how many things to sell you or what I should say or like what you need or like, I don't know, like, you know, and you're all frantic and panicking, then they're going to feel that. They're going to also subconsciously remember that you are really not the person for the job, and they're going to perceive that you are a little bit too, you know, off kilter and off base to be able to actually deliver them the thing that they're looking for to be delivered, right? So that's number one, is remember that you are the leader and you're in charge, not by force and domination, but by just coaxing and pulling them through the lead, and or leading them through the process rather. And being able to be the one that's in charge, by doing this, you are the one asking questions. You're the one coaxing things out of them. You're the one saying, okay, could you please expand on that? Or how is your process going now? Like, what types of things are you running into as roadblocks, right? And those are the things that you actually get them talking a lot more rather than you do. And you are talking less, but asking questions that stimulate the responses and get the sale. So that's number one. Number two is remembering that you need to focus on the close and the delivery. So the delivery that you have is going to have a process, right? And I have my own scripts, I have my own breakdowns, I have my own customized process that I'm using every single sales call to land 5K, 10K and above clients who are actually focused on this. Like, my average sale is like about $1,000 per client. And that's because I've had a lot of different smaller ones that are like $800 to $1,000, and then I've had a lot of mid-tier ones that are like 5K, and I've had ones that are at like 10 grand and whatnot. Some of them they split in different projects and payments and whatnot, or the longer run of like 2 or 3 months. But the point is here that like my average sale is about $1,000. I can show you on the screen as well right here. But these are the types of clients that I'm delivering for, and you can't just run that willy-nilly on that. You know, my main point is that you cannot just wing this stuff. So I have my own scripts, I have my own closing scenarios, I have my own objections, I'm handling objection rebuttals and things like that, and responses and questions to ask, and I have the own process and guidelines, about 10 to 12 steps. But I want to give you just a basic overline of right here what this is, because the number one step is building rapport in the relationship, and that's what you do in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the call. But you have to have the wherewithal to move that forward to the next step, which is basically, I'm going to give you like 3 or 4, which is the very broad, keep in mind, generalized overview. But number one was basically building rapport, until you move on to number 2, which is pain points and addressing what's going on in their life and their business and how they would like to solve it. Number 3 is really figuring out where they'd like to go. And again, like I said, this is broad overviews and broad strokes so you can understand the concept of sales. But where they would like to go in life is very important for not only their emotional needs of actually why they're buying things, because people buy emotionally and justify logically, but where they're going in their business to actually logically plot out a chart and chart out their future and get them thinking positively and excitedly about the future, so you can be the one to kind of lead them to water so they can drink. And number 4 is really like the end of the objections, the closing, and the wrapping up with the payment call, and the final payment question, the money question, right? And essentially you're able to lead them through these 4-step processes where you are the one is in charge, like we said in step 1, but in the step 2 umbrella category, you're leading them through your own customized format that is a proven way that gets sales every time. Because, you know, every time is an exaggeration in terms of like actual sales. Sometimes you're going to lose sales, sometimes you're going to close. Doesn't matter. You know, like, it's just a numbers game, and honestly, you're not going to close every sale. But every time, what I mean by that is going through the same process every time with every prospect. So you are dialed in on your systemized process, and you know what you're doing every single time rather than winging it. You don't stutter, you don't fall flat on your face, you don't get confused on what to say, you don't forget your lines, you know, but you are not sounding like you're reading off a script. You're not robotic. You're inviting them to answer your questions so you can develop these 4 concepts of rapport, you know, the pain points and struggles and sticking points in their business, the actual place that the promised land is where they'd like to go in their business, and then the objections, the closing, and the money question, right? So that's really what it looks like in a nutshell. And if you can be sharp enough to have this systemized process dialed every single time and follow what I'm saying here to you, because I've done this so many dozens of times and reps and reps and reps in the tank, and this is how you actually do it. You can't wing it. You don't just, you know, bum it out. You don't fly by the seat of your pants. You focus on a systemized process. You take the lead, you ask them questions, you stimulate them, you actually are learning what they're about and who they are, what they would like to achieve in their life and business. And this is how you close the sale. This is how you make sales. So when you're able to do that, then it's time to deliver. And another little mindset tip here is like when you're done with this process, you can be finalized, you get the money, you sign the contract, you move on to the most important thing. Like when you get this sales process done and it's dialed in a nutshell, you move on, you set it aside, and you actually do the thing that you're hired to do, which is the delivery, which is what you do in your business. So this is your whole main job as a freelancer, right? So just remember that once you get the sales process out of the way, then you're talking about doing the things that you love for clients that you love, and then that pay already all up front, hopefully, right? And that you should be doing that, right? Because you're positioned as the expert. And then you're really moving on to the things that you are delivering in your business, which is the main crux of the ideas here, right? So sales is like a means to an end. Some people will call it a necessary evil. You got to do it for high ticket if you're going to be charging what you're worth. But this is really what it's about, you know what I mean? Because you are focused on closing the sale, moving on, and delivering the product package that you have just sold to them. So if you thought this was valuable, just smash the absolute living hell out of the video or the like button. Make sure that it's super blue. And subscribe, because like I said, I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos on this topic. Sales, consulting, getting priced as your services, how you deserve, making what you want, living wherever you'd like to do, where you'd like to live, in what area, using your skill set to be able to build your freedom in life, using copy or marketing or whatever you choose to be as a freelancer. And wrapping up this number 5 video, this step of sales, I really remind you and invite you to check out these 5 videos in the card, because these are the number 1 breakout videos. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breakout videos. The number 1 topics that you need to be focused on when you're actually learning how to be hired as a freelancer and make money that you deserve, make the income and build the freedom in your life and the wealth that you're after. This is how you do it. Like, you learn how the system works, and then of course you can check those videos that already have all come out now, because now at this point we are on number 5, so we have all those card videos laid out, but we also have the longer video there which teaches you the entire process start to back, front to finish, if you will. So this is what I'm teaching you guys in the series. And once again, it's Evan from Motive in Motion. Stay tuned, subscribe. Know that you can be notified with hitting the bell of all the new videos that are coming out in the future on this channel. And welcome to the journey, welcome to the ride. Good luck on your business, good luck on your ventures for getting hired as a freelancer. Let me know what is specifically the most valuable piece of the video that you got by commenting below. And then also tell me that if you have any concerns about what you're working on, I can help you with the answers. Or if you'd like to see different videos in this vein, I will teach you whatever topics you'd like to know as being a freelancer and a high-paid consultant and or copywriter. So without further ado, I'll let you get on to the rest of your day. You got some work to do. Check those videos out and make sure that you're implementing each strategy piece, and you will be golden. We'll talk soon.